Is Monday afternoon are you all free? Monday afternoon. Like 2 to 5. Yeah, that time. Is anyone having trouble with that time? Quickly tell me. Monday 2 to 3, the same time. If anyone have issue, let me know. Yes, madam, 3 and after that free. 3 and after that free. Okay, what about others? Quickly tell me. So those who don't have the tute might find it difficult to do the class. That's why I'm asking whether I can reschedule or not to Monday. So everyone will have the tute in hand, inshallah. You have a class. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Use the there is nothing to write today. Yeah, please. Okay, there's nothing to write today. The PDF is there. Just go through, okay? Okay. Now last class. Okay. Last class, we started this lesson, right? No, madam. Okay, so last class we were starting this lesson, right? We started this lesson and we found this lesson interesting to proceed and it was good. Yeah, same like that. This lesson has another section apart from introduction. So today I thought it was should be planning, but I forgot this managers part. Okay, so managers part is this. Now you know what is management. So there should be someone who does that management. No, there should be a person who will implement the management function, right? So the person who is responsible to implement the management functions is what we call as the managers. Okay, whoever who has the responsibility to implement the management function, we call that person as the managers, right? So what are the management functions? Actually, last class we studied the management functions are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. These are the management functions. So there should be a person who can implement these management functions, and that person is known as the manager. Okay, so if this person implements this management function only, business can achieve its goal and objective, right? And not only that, that is one thing the manager should do. What he does, he implements the management functions. Okay, mainly what does he do? He implements the management functions. All right. Okay, so now the question is, what else he do? Now he is also responsible for something else. Now to implement these management functions, the main he does is he takes decisions. He makes decisions, right? What does he do? He makes decisions. Okay, so whatever the decision he makes should be efficient and it should be effective. Okay, so he makes decision and he should make sure that he maintains a greater level of efficiency and effectiveness in whatever the decision he makes, whatever the activities he does. So that is what we call as the manager, right? So now below I have given you extra reading. So that means sometimes even if you don't read, no issues. That's for extra readings. I have given examples of successful managers in Sri Lanka. So these people were or are. Okay, they were in the past or maybe in the present also, right? They were successful managers, right? Dharmasiri, Bandar Nayaka, Ashok Patirage, like that. You have many people, right? It is for your understanding. So you have this Mohan Panditage. He is the group managing director, the CEO of the Hales PLC. You know Hales, right? Okay. And if you take about the Rohan Samarajiva, he was a former director general of Telecommunication Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka, TRCSL. Okay. Likewise, we have Harsha De Silva, Nishan Pereira. So he's the CEO of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. Okay. And likewise, the CEO of People's Bank, Tracy V. Elvis. Okay. So likewise, these are the people. And if you take Sujata Virakon, so might be there can be changes here. They were or maybe they are. So present or maybe in the past. Okay. So this Sujata Virakon was a former CEO of the Sri Lankan Airlines. Okay. Likewise, these are good people. Now you can ask teacher, you are telling managers and you're talking about CEO. Did you all get that doubt? You told managers, but why are you saying the CEO's name here? Anyone got that doubt? CEO is like the head of the company, no? He's like the owner also sometimes. So you told manager and you're talking about the CEOs here. Exactly, that's correct, Amna. Yeah, actually, CEOs are also managers, but they are top level managers. Okay, now that's the doubt you should get right now, because in this section today we will be learning about that. Okay, so we exactly Amna, that's top level managers. Okay, right. So yeah, these are successful managers in the world. Satya Nadella, so he was the CEO of this Microsoft, and Indra Nooyi, CEO of PepsiCo. You see, these people are Indians, right? And you have Elon Musk, he's the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and Jeff Bezos, right? And Sheryl Sandberg, likewise, you have many people, right? Tim Cook, he was the CEO of Apple and former CEO of Facebook. COO means Chief Operational Officer. Okay. Now Facebook is Meta. You know, Sheryl Sandberg was the COO of Facebook. Okay. Right. So there is head for every type of firm. If you take any type of business or an organization, there will be a head. So for a post office, it is postmaster. For a bank, it is the bank manager. And we know about divisional secretariat. It is the divisional secretary. Pradeshya Sabha is the president of Pradeshya Sabha is the head. And then you have government hospital and you have railways. Railway station, you have station master, right? And if it is a limited company, public or private limited, whatever the limited company only, we have CEO. CEO is only for the limited company. Okay. And school is the principal, police station, you have officer in charge, exam department, you have urban council, you have a chairman. Okay. My question is, what are these Pradesh Sabha, urban council? Have you all heard about this before? Where did we study? Yes, in third chapter. Exactly. First part, exactly. Third chapter, first part. Third chapter. Not in the fourth, third chapter. Right? Yes, the levels of government, right? We studied that. Hope you all can remember, right? So these are the head of these specific businesses, right? And this week, did I send you all the mock paper? Last week, did I send you all the mock paper of introduction part and the scheme? Did I send you all? No? No. Yes, okay, I have sent. Whoever is in my yeah. Okay, so my group also I've sent Ariba. Can you check there? I think it will be there. Okay. I can remember sending, but I want to confirm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I hope you all tried that, right? It's the same as how you did for the grade 12 mock, right? So just go through and try. And I hope I sent unit 4 mock call. So did I send you all for that? No, you all already had the unit 4 when we were in grade 12. Yeah, just go through those papers, right? And exams. I'm very strict about the exams. Okay. Hereafter, children, I always look at the students who they want teacher. I want time to study. We have exams. I understand. Okay, I was also a student. And I'm still a student at a point. But children, if we want to go according to the schedule, we have to do it like that. We only completed one exam, no, only this one's completed. We have other. So exam to get prepared. I have told what is the area I'm testing also. So only that you have to study. Only that you study. I didn't tell unit 1 and just wait, right? I said these are the areas I will test. Study that. And I won't make the paper more than 2 hours. I understand you all are already packed, right? So only 2 hours. Okay. And then Sunday, Sundar Pichai. Yeah, he is actually Sundar Pichai is the CEO now, but he's also a successful one. This Satya Nadella was a very good successful one. He is known for transforming Microsoft's culture, and he was focusing on innovation, cloud computing, empowering employees. So he was a very well known CEO of Satya Microsoft, right? So that's why this successful managers now I'm talking about. You understand? So I took Satya Nadella here. Sundar Pichai, of course, he's the present one. No? Yeah, that's an observation. Okay. You also ready that Sunday first. Okay, we both have the same discipline. Yes. All right. Okay. Now see, we are coming to the one of the most important part. Very highly tested. Like I said, for efficiency, effectiveness, same like that. Highly tested. Okay. In term papers, for sure, இதுலேந்து வந்து question கட்டாயம் எடுப்பான். For sure, you're going to get a question from term for the term paper. Okay. And for the unit paper, கட்டாயம் will have a high scoop. This one will have a high scoop. No matter when you go to a revision class or whatever, in my class or whatever, you will have a high scoop in this area. Okay. So just focus on that and pay attention. It's not that difficult or something. It's easy. Okay. All right. First thing you have to understand is I'll take the whiteboard. No need. Shall I take the whiteboard? Yeah. You all take your extra book. Okay. You all take your extra book and I will take the whiteboard and draw something for you. Because that's like the summary of this section which I'm going to teach right now. Okay. Okay. I'll share the whiteboard. Okay. Take your extra book. All right. So now roles of manager. There are three main roles and there are sub roles under each three. Okay. So first you have to put roles of manager. Okay. So what are three main roles? First one you have interpersonal role. Informational role. And then you have decisional role. interpersonal, informational, and decisional. Okay, right. So these are the three roles of the main roles of the manager. Now, when it comes to the sub roles, okay, under interpersonal, you have three. One is figurehead. Okay. Other one is leader. And the other one is liaison. Words are new for you anyways. And under informational, you have monitor, disseminator, and spokesperson. And under decisional, you have four. One is you have the negotiator, the other one is the entrepreneur. Oh, you can't see the whiteboard. Oh, sorry. Is it clear now? Yeah, I was in the tube. Sorry. Okay, decisional, you have negotiator, and you have entrepreneur, and you have the resource allocator, and you have the disturbance handler. Okay. Today our target is to finish the manager's part. Okay. Right. Quickly note this down in your extra book. Now this is given in the tute also. But children, this is the first time you're studying now, so you would need something like this to look at all at once. Like at a glance, you need to look at everything to keep everything in your mind only. I gave this because in tute it is three different pages, right? That's why. Quickly note this down in your extra book, okay? Okay, others quickly. If you all are done, raise hand. Yeah, most probably I will be canceling the free class because I told no, it depends on the students' participation and stuff. Yeah. Done. Well done. Let me see. Okay, quickly others. Madam, I think you forgot to send the recordings to me. Revision, no? Revision, which one? Is it the FWC or the before one? Let me see. Sarah. The last class I couldn't have because I was invited to the program to Hill Culture Madras. Okay, dear, you want the recording, no? Before. Okay, before that, revision? Unit 5 you're asking. Is that so? And also theory last week. Last week means the starting part of grade 13, huh? Yeah, okay. Good. So I didn't get to upload because my device was having a problem. I'll send the Zoom recording right now. Guys, if you don't have raise hands, I hit that I'll make a recording and send. Theory last week. First column, last word. Liaison. Liaison. Okay. Some model papers discussion of it in revision. Right. Model papers and discussion. Okay. So I think Amna, you are in the revision group, no? Can you send those revision recordings which I sent for unit 5 and stuff? So I'll share it to Zuleha. And Amna, you sent me some other message. Resend those as well because I changed my phone and I lost all the message. Okay. You're welcome. Guys, you are done with this? I'll send the theory one last class. The unit 5 and the model paper discussion and all that one, okay? I sent to watch for y'all. Revision classes we have on Monday. No, not Monday. Sunday night and then Wednesday. Now, guys, we agreed. Sunday 7 to 9. Wednesday 6:30 to 8:30. Okay, Sunday we do revision and Wednesday we do FWC paper. Last week I did FWC and again I have to do another FWC class. Plus this week it will be grade unit 4 revision. Yes. 4 hours per week. All the notes, papers. Okay, Zulaiha. All right. Allah it. Okay, send me a list of whatever you need, okay? All right, then I'll share it with you. Send it today, inshallah. The P is theory, you all are theory students. So theory students means 2,500 per month, including the book. Okay. Yeah, 4 hours. It is 4 hours. Yeah, I wonder. My theory class fee is higher than the revision, but the revision time is higher, no? That is for a purpose, guys, because revision வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் join ஆக ஆசை வரும். ஆனா join பண்ண இயலாம இருக்கும் because revision க்கு why do we have to spend that much of money they'll think. If I charge high money, you all will want to join, but you all won't join. That's the reason I charge lesser for the theory revision than the theory, but effort is more in the revision. Exactly. It's theory to 2,800. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the first part. Okay. Now see here, when it comes to interpersonal role, okay, we are going to study about that. First, we will be studying about interpersonal. Can you see the word interpersonal? Now, when someone says you should have interpersonal skill, what does that mean? That means you should know how to talk to people, how to maintain communication, how to interact with people. That is what we say interpersonal, right? If you are being interpersonal, that means you know how to very well communicate with people and you have a skill on that. So, as a manager, he should have interpersonal skills. When it comes to interpersonal skills, also, there are different types of interpersonal skills given to the manager. We'll look at that now. Okay. What is this? Okay. Right. So if you see the interpersonal skill, that's all about building relationship. That's all about providing leadership, right? So under that you have FLL. That means three roles. I have given the abbreviation as FLL. Okay. One is figurehead, L is leader, and the other one is liaison. Now you will get a doubt when we go to the leader that leader and managers are two different people. Yes, leader is a different person. Manager is a different person. You will get that doubt later. But here you see, under the interpersonal role, leader is there. Under the interpersonal role, why did we get the leader name here? If that leader, manager, and leader are not the same, why did we get the name of the leader under the interpersonal role? Why do you think it is? Any guesses on that? Right? Interpersonal means it's about how we are communicating and maintaining relationship with different type of people. Okay, so we have figured leader and liaison. All right, so leader is not the manager. Of course, manager is not a leader, but why under the interpersonal role we have this leader term? Leader is one of the interpersonal role, right? Why? Because manager can have the qualities of a leader. At a point he has to act as a leader, but he is not a leader. You get it? That's the point here. Manager can act as a leader, but leader and manager are two different people. Manager has a role of the leader, but leader has no role of manager, kind of. But manager has a role of the leader. He has to do that role, but he is different from the leader. Okay. One thing you have to remember, later you will get it. To build a strong relationship, manager should have the leadership qualities. Exactly. That's correct. Ariba. That's correct. Okay. Right. Now let's come to the first one. Figurehead. What does this figurehead means? Head means what? Like your monitor is the figurehead of your class. Okay. So if something's happening, monitor will only go. Monitor is the face of your class, right? So figurehead role of the manager is that manager act as the nominal or the symbolic head. A nominal head or someone who symbolizes as the head. Nominal or the symbolic head. So generally he is acting as the public face of the business. Okay, and also they will represent the business to all other groups. Okay, now for example, there can be a meeting that can happen. So one person should represent the business. So that is the manager only will represent. You understand? Here, see, when there is any other event that are implemented socially and legally inside and outside the business, who will go? The figure manager. So he has a role that he acts as a nominal or the symbolic head. Generally, he is the public face of the business, right? And he represents all the business activities to other groups that are implemented socially and legally. For example, CEO. For example, let's say there's a ribbon cutting ceremony, like opening a new premise. Okay, opening a new branch. So here someone should cut the ribbon, no? On behalf of the company, manager will do that. The CEO will do that. CEO is a top level manager, right? So figurehead means here the manager is working as a nominal or the symbolic head of the business. Okay, and he represents the business in all other business activities and groups. Okay, CEO is the CEO of the company is participating in a ribbon cutting ceremony. So that is figurehead example. Okay, so these are the examples of a company manager acting as a figurehead, welcoming visitors in a factory opening. So he is acting as a figurehead representing the whole business. And he will only address the shareholder meeting. He will talk in the shareholder meeting and address it. And if there's any agreement, he will sign it. So here he is acting as a figurehead, the nominal head. Okay. Anyone having any doubt on figurehead? No. Okay. All right. No doubts. No? Clear. Great. Now that's the first role. We are done with the first role. Okay. I will go to that. Wait, I'll share two screens. Okay. So that you can see the whiteboard and also the clip all at once. So we can mark whatever, whenever we study this thing, we can mark it. Okay. Okay. Now I will share the screen. Okay. I hope you can see. So under the interpersonal role, we are done with the figurehead. Now we have to move to the next part, which is called the leader. There's a role called leader. So what does the leader do? Exactly like what Ariba said, he will provide motivation and direction to the organizational members. Sometimes children, we called these people as organizational members or followers, or we say subordinates. So it differs, okay? Organizational members, followers, or subordinates, okay? But everyone, everyone should work under a leader. Then only they will get the motivation and direction to do the work. Okay. So see here, as a company manager, he is appreciating the employees' work and he is promoting and terminating the employees. Now see, he has the right to promote and terminate employees as well. Okay. So that is a company acting, sorry, that is a manager acting as a leader. Okay. And the next one is liaison. So liaison is all about the manager maintaining solid relationship and solid coordination with all the internal and external parties so that they can achieve wholesale objectives. Okay. Not wholesale. They can goals and objectives. Sorry, that's a typing mistake. Goals and objectives, right? Now, as a manager, உடுக்கொல்லவங்களோடையும் பேசி அவங்களோட ஒரு relationship so have a solid relationship. And they also should talk to the they also should have a good relationship with the external parties. And some informations are given by the internal parties to external parties, external parties to internal parties. So there are informations which are provided by different parties. So who will manage and coordinate this kind of things? That's the manager. Manager should maintain solid relationship and coordination with all internal, external parties and internal parties to achieve the goals and objectives. Okay, that is liaison. It's about maintaining solid relationship and coordination. Okay, so see here, a company manager maintains a good relationship with customer, supplier, trade associations, and many other communities. See, these are the role of him as a liaison, where he's maintaining solid relationships with the internal and external parties to coordinate things. Okay. And they will not only that, they will coordinate things from the top to bottom and bottom to lower, like bottom to top, like that they can do. Okay. So these are the first three roles of the manager coming under the interpersonal role. Okay. Figurehead, leader, liaison. Okay. Any doubt or something? No doubts, no? Clear, no? So one part of the roles of managers done. The customer பரவ இல்ல. கொஞ்சம் கூட கஷ்டம் இல்ல, but highly tested. Right? Highly tested. Next one. Informational role. Okay, we are going to study about that now. No. Good question. All of them, will they be there in one company? Okay. Yes. At an instant, each and every role, see, role means oral செய்ய வேண்டிய வேலை. These things should be done by one person all at once. Okay. But what was that question? They will be done. This is one person, right? ஒரு மேனேஜர் ஒரு ரெண்டு மேனேஜரோட ரோல் இது வந்து ஒருத்தருக்கே இது அவ்வளோ கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் ஒரு மேனேஜரா ஸோ ரோல்ஸ் ஓகே It's not about the number of people. All right. Now let's go to the informational role. On informational role, we had three sub roles. Okay. Under informational roles, we had three sub roles. What is informational role? As manager, you should collect information, right? So many information you need. As a manager, you should collect information, right? And you should disseminate that information. You have to process that information. Collect panna information and process panni. Other disseminate panna. That means you have to distribute those information. So for that only, there are three roles as monitor, disseminators, and spokesperson. Okay. So this is what we say informational role. That means managers will collect data, they will process data, and they will disseminate the information. Okay. Right. Manager will act as a monitor, disseminator, and spokesperson in this instance. Okay. Right. So let's come to manager. Manager means what? Manager is basically the normal managing person. The manager should search about the information in internal, external environments, and then they should gather the information. Okay, now what does he do? If information role, under the information role, what does they do? Collect information, process it, and disseminate it. So what is the role of collecting? Collecting information role is the monitor. Collect, process, and distribute. No, disseminate. No. So the collect process, okay, is done by the manager. So manager will search for information. He will search for information in the external environment as well as the internal environment. Okay, so to collect this information, you need some sources. Sources like a newspaper or maybe verbal discussion or whatever. So to collect information, you need sources. Okay, so the monitor role of the manager is responsible to collect and search and gather information from both the internal and external parties. Okay, and for that they will use some kind of a source. Okay, right. Next one, disseminator. Now this under the monitor role, he had already collected all the necessary information, right? So he will, what else he will do under the informational role? He will process it. Okay, just remember, right? I hope you all understand this one. Under the informational role, they will collect. Okay, they will collect information. From where will they collect information? Internal environment and the external environment, right? So this collecting job is done by which role of the manager? The monitor role. Okay. Now this collected information should do what? What should you do with the collected information? You should process it. So once you process, tell me what should you do? Once you process, what will you do? Once they process, what should the information be done? Exactly, distribute. For that only, here we use the word disseminate. Okay. So disseminate. So disseminate to whom? Whom will you disseminate these to? Yes, stakeholders. Okay, internal parties. What else? Okay, spokesperson. All right. Okay, so dissemination happens to both parties, right? One is the internal parties to make correct decisions, and the other one is external parties. Okay, they also need information, so to disseminate it. So there is a role of the manager which disseminates information to the internal parties. So those roles only HR manager. Okay, so give me a second. What did you say? Provide a statement for the external. Exactly. That's correct, Zulaiha. Okay. No. Collecting is done by the monitor role. Processing is done separately inside the business. Okay. And the dissemination part is done by two internal and external. Okay, dissemination is done to the internal parties as well as to the external parties. கொடுக்குற information வந்து ஆட்களுக்கும் கொடுக்குறேன் வெளியுள்ள ஆட்களுக்கும் கொடுக்கணும், right? So there is a role of the manager which disseminates information. Role of the manager, sorry, which disseminates information to the internal parties. So that role is the disseminate. Okay, the role which distributes information to the internal parties is the disseminator. Okay, and the one so that they can make correct decisions. No? And apart from that, they also distribute some information to the external parties. So here, external parties means the what? External parties means the role which is responsible to give the information to the external parties officially. We call that as a spokesperson. Okay. We call that as a spokesperson. Okay, you give to the media, some other shareholders and other external groups. So these are media. Sorry, a spokesperson. These are the thing of a spokesperson. Okay, so under informational role, collection part is done by monitor. So they collect from internal and external this thing. Okay, and then internal and external information, right? They'll collect internal and external information through different sources. Now, after collecting this information should be processed and then it will be disseminated, distributed. So the one who disseminates can be but the one who disseminates have two roles. One kind of a dissemination role is the disseminator. So he will distribute information to the internal parties only. And external distributing information is external party. So that is spokesperson. Managers should provide the necessary official external parties about everything. Okay, like whatever they need to know, like so, for example, media, shareholders, and external groups, whatever they need to know will be there. Okay, is this clear? The second role of the manager. Guys, I was muted all this time, no? But did you all hear the last? What was I teaching last? Did you hear me speak? What was the last thing? Okay, last part, informational role done. Provide information parties, it's the spokesperson. About spokesperson. அதுக்கு போறோம் clear no this one ஆனா clear ஆண்டி கேட்டதெல்லாம் விளங்கிச்சு right? Okay. Right. So these are the three roles of the manager, which are the informational role. And last one are the decisional roles. Okay. So decisional role. As a manager, he should take decisions, right? Strategic decisions, operational decision. Likewise, he should make some decision, right? Whatever the decisions that he make will affect the business. So under that, you have four terms: negotiator, entrepreneur, resource allocator, and disturbance handler. So what is this negotiator? Now we are done with the information role also. Okay, so we are done with that. Let's go to the decisional role. Okay. Decisional role, we have negotiator, entrepreneur, resource allocator, and disturbance handler. So who is a negotiator? Who is a negotiator? Okay. Now, when you're making important decisions in the business, okay, there can be some conflicts, no? Internal conflicts, external conflicts, and there can be some problems, and there is a need to make important decisions, right? So there can be problems there. Someone should make important decisions, isn't it? So here, what is, madam? How will they test this part in the paper? How will they test this part in the paper? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Okay. How will they test this? They will give in the filling the blanks, or they'll this part is, let's say, the blank role of the manager collects information from the internal external source. So you know which role, okay? And likewise, they'll give you something like that. And also, not only that, filling the blanks also, no, MCQs also they can give. Okay, they can ask in the short answer questions as well. And remember, they can even ask in the part two. So that's why I'm telling you, everywhere this is questionable. They can question in anything, any area. Okay, right. Do you all hate this part? Okay, let's ask your opinion. Don't you all think this is easy? Exactly. That's correct, Duleha. That's correct. Interesting, no? Even I love this part. Okay. See, பார்க்கறதுக்கு இப்படி இருந்தாலும் அதுல விஷயம் வந்து சின்ன விஷயம். Right? Okay. இப்ப negotiatorனா யாரு? Who is a negotiator? You like this part. Even I love this. Now, most of you all are loving this. Okay, great. Okay. So negotiators now let's say I and my friend, both of us are having a problem. There will be a middle person, an arbitrator, who will talk to both the parties and try to solve the problem. As a manager, he should do that. He's a negotiator, right? So he is like an arbitrator, right? He will solve internal, external conflicts and make decisions. Okay, so participating in getting into agreement, industrial relationship and problems is a company manager's company growth. Okay, so just company managers negotiator role. Sorry, I was reading something. Who solve internal external problem? No, he will no not yes exactly. He will solve it, right? He will try to, in order to solve, he will act as a mediator and try to solve it as well. He will do that. So that is negotiator. రెండు పేருக்கு internal parties, external parties, if there are conflicts, they will only talk to each of the parties and solve the problem. Okay. And next one, entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means uh, just the entrepreneur. Now, you know, manager or entrepreneur mondilla tane. We have learned that already, right? Entrepreneur, manager, businessman, they are not the same. But manager plays the role of the entrepreneur because he manager should make changes and he should make strategic decisions, right? Like those kind of things. There will be a on behalf of an entrepreneur within the business. This person should act as an entrepreneur. Manager should act as an entrepreneur, right? They should start a project and they should have to oversee that one, and likewise they have to do. Okay, so that is an entrepreneur. Is that clear? Exactly, the one who takes risk willingly to create innovation. And that's an entrepreneur. இதுல பெருசா ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல, right? So they will just make strategic decision or changes on behalf of the entrepreneur on the business, right? And when they are making strategic decision or changes, they check on the environmental condition and changes as well. Okay, they should initiate and oversee some projects. So those are all done by the entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur role of the manager. Okay, kind of intrapreneurship, but we can't say like that. This is a role. Okay, okay, right. Resource allocator. Now, if you want to achieve a goal or an objective, every business needs 1 minute. Okay, sorry, I was muted. Okay, guys. Entrepreneur, right? Resource allocation. Now, see, to achieve the goals and objectives of the business, everyone needs resources, right? There are resources. See, now let's say there are different managers in a business. You have finance manager, right? And you have the, let's say, human resource, HR manager, right? And then let's say likewise you have different kinds of manager, all the different type of managers are there, and these people are working on specific departments, right? So finance managers will be in the finance department, HR managers in the HR department. Okay, so now these people, each of these department need resources. No, if you talk about the finance manager, what he needs is a finance resource. Financial resources are needed for him to do the work of that his particular department. HR manager will need like a uh, human resources. Then only he can manage the HR department. Got it? So these people need different types of resources, right? So who will allocate these resources? Okay. Uh, so who will allocate these resources? Is the manager, the CEO, or you can actually the manager, right? I will say manager because that's the point of this lesson. Okay, so the manager, he will only allocate all of these things to these people so that they can do their work smoothly, right? So that is what we say resource allocator means. He has the authority to do that, he has the permission to do that. Okay, right. So a finance manager allocates budget for different department based on their needs and wants. So finance manager every year for every department, he will allocate some money to fulfill their own needs and wants. Okay. All right. So let's check here. Annual budget and fund allocation. Allocation of own time for subordinates. Now subordinates mean, remember, under the manager, there are people working, right? There are people working under the manager. Okay, there are three people under the subordinates, and each of these subordinates will require some resources. You should give them, right? You have to allocate the resources, and not only that, this manager should give his own time for this subordinate 10 minutes a day, for this person 10 minutes a day, and this person 20 minutes a day, right? Likewise, he will allocate his time also because time is also a resource. Time is also a resource. So, when it comes to the resource allocator, he has to allocate his time as well. Okay, so resource allocator basically has the permission and the right, the authority to allocate the business resources among, allocate the resources among the organizational members and various other departments so that they can do their work smoothly. Okay, and the last one is the disturbance handler. So what does a disturbance handler do? So there can be unexpected disturbing situations, right? So during disturbing situation, the disturbance manager, he will use his disturbance handler role and he will handle all the unexpected situation and the problems. Okay, so that is disturbance handler. All right, any doubts? When it comes to company manager, he only face the problem when it comes to strikes and if you breach a contract or consumer complaints or shortage of raw material, everything disturbance handler will only handle because some kind of interruption and disturb for the organization, right? So therefore he will have to have that role also. Is that clear? If you all have doubts, you all can let me know. We are done with this. I have used the term nerd, okay, nerd, to remember the decisional role. This is not official terms. These are terms given by me, okay. Right. So those are the four. Any doubts? Anyone having any doubts? Clear it off now. We are done with the roles of the manager. We are done. Interpersonal, informational, decisional. That's it. Wait, what did you say? Oh, wait, Zulaiha. The leader can be an HR manager, right? Because yes, he can. So he is also kind of a leader. Okay. HR manager also can act as a leader. Clear. Great. Madam, can you please explain the last role once again? I had a connection issue. Yeah, sure, sure. So the teaching disturbance handler. There can be disturbance situation in the business, unexpected situation. So if you don't face it, it can affect the business, right? You have to give the required solution for that. So as a manager, you should do that also. We are disturbance handler. When it comes to a strike, you have to go and face this. You have to go and face whatever's happening in the strike and breaching. If you breach a contract or something, manager will come and actually help you. Okay, and consumer complaints are there. So those kind of things are disturbances for the business. So as a manager, he has to be a role. He has to have a role where he manages his disturbance. Okay. All right. Clear? No. All right. So we are done with the roles of the one. Okay. Now I want you to do this question. There are different kinds of this thing, 20 different functions. You have to classify those functions based on this. You have to say whether it's figurehead, leader, liaison role, or monitor, or disseminator, or spokesperson role, or what. So I will give you like 5 minutes to 10 minutes. 5 minutes is enough, right? So quickly fill off those. Clear. Okay, you're welcome. Clear this. Can you all do this? Yeah, 10 is not too much. Try to finish it in 5 minutes. After that I'll discuss the answer. You all have the PDF, right? Go through. Okay, there are examples. Directly I have given the examples under the note. So go through. Okay. Once you're done, raise hands. Okay, you all can check with the tute, check with the previous one. Sometimes can be confusing, but sometimes some things I will omit at a point. But try to do your best. Okay, in exam, this is kind of one way they can ask you question. Okay. I will only share the whiteboard now, okay? Sorry, the tute. Guys, once you are done, raise hands. If it is confusing, no issues, just give a try, okay? Have you all done? How many have you all tried? Up to now, which one are you all doing? Okay, 15th. All right. 10 done. Okay, okay. No issues. You can do it. We have time, right? We have enough time. Leisurely do it, inshallah. If you all have doubts, that is also no issues. Fine. This question is difficult than your past paper, right? Don't worry. This is not kind of question you'll get in past paper. Past paper, shall I tell you what you will get? Here, these kind of things. Go through these kind. I have the company manager, for example, and I have given things under that. No, only that you will get in your past paper. Don't worry about anything else. That is to improve your knowledge and do some exercises to make you understand the concept. Only the company manager part is needed. As an example, the points, only these points they will test. Okay. I told you all the hack also. All right. Yes, dear, it's Azan. Okay, guys, are all done? If you all are done, raise hands. Okay. Okay, first thing, signing the certificates. Now, this is related to a school, okay? Signing the certificate of student. Signing. So, who represents the business and sign? Like, for example, see, where did we study the signing part? Can you remember? He signs agreements, I told you. That is as a head, as a nominal symbolic head. He will sign agreement. So, that is a figurehead. Monitor. Monitor is responsible to collect information. So, signing part is done by the figurehead. Okay. Signing part is done by the figurehead. Next one. Addressing the school development society. You are addressing. Okay. You are addressing the school development society. What is it? Okay. Good. What about others? Addressing. You are addressing the shareholder meeting like that. So addressing the school development society. What is a school development society? Is it an internal or external? Okay, school. Okay, we will check. Okay, we'll ask our. I am saying it's not internal. Let's see what it happens. We'll ask our favorite ChatGPT, right? Better school. What is school development society? Is it internal to the school or external? Let's see this. Okay. Let's say what it has to say. Can you see? It is an internal one. You all are right. Okay, I was testing you anyways. Okay, so school development society has the principal, teacher, parents, sometimes past pupils, and communicative members, right? All right. So always you're addressing the school development society is like addressing the shareholder meeting, right? So it is figure head. It is like you are addressing the shareholder meeting. Okay. Next one, producing the summarized result to the zonal educational office. Okay. Summarize A-level result you're giving to the zonal educational office. Zonal educational office is an external party, right? Yes. And you're summarizing and presenting that. That means you're communicating your kind of information to the external party. So what is that job? You're communicating that information to the external party. You're presenting that information to the external party. That's correct. That's correct. Very good. Yes. Think you're inside the school, right? Okay. Spokesperson. Spokesperson. All right. Okay. What about planning future undertaking at the staff meeting based on last term's progress? What do you think? Planning future undertaking at the staff meeting on last term's progress. What do you all think? Now, this is for your understanding, right? No need to worry if you don't get it also. But if you have to surely get the examples which is in the this one. But in case, what if they give something like this in your exam? That's why I'm giving you this. This is an exercise for you. Okay. Planning future undertaking as a staff meeting based on last term progress. Okay. See, See, introducing new project, changing the organizational structure, that is done by the entrepreneur. Okay, basically, this is a work of the entrepreneur. He's introducing, he's planning for the future undertaking at the staff meeting. Okay, based on the last term's progress. So we can connect it to more to the entrepreneur than to any others. Okay, so this is entrepreneur. Then any other, this is entrepreneur is great. Okay, entrepreneur is suitable. Right. Next one. Introducing and implementing an environmental program to combat dengue hazard. Okay, in the school, you're introducing and implementing environmental program so that you're going to combat dengue. It's dengue, right? Dengue hazard. That is also entrepreneur. Doing something new, no? You understand? Doing something new. He's introducing something. So he's entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Okay. Declaring special holidays for school. You're going to declare special holidays for school. What does this mean? Declaring special holidays for school is spokesperson. Okay. You're going to declare. Oh, okay. Wait. Declaring special holidays to school. Special holidays for the school. Inside the school. So let's say you're the principal, right? You're the principal. So you're declaring some special holidays for your school. So is it spokesperson or is it disseminator or is it kind of what? What is it? You're declaring. Okay, that means you're giving some information. Disseminator, because inside special holidays for the school, for your school is something particular to your school. So that means you give it only to the inside of your school and you can't give to all other schools too. Okay, next one. Making arrangements for insufficient furniture and equipment. So there is a problem here. There's no sufficient furniture and equipment. And this is something internal as well. So what do you do here? And this is not like signing agreements and stuff, right? So this is a problem. You have to face it. So what role is this? Exactly. Disturbance handler. All right. So I will write disturbance handler. Okay, I hope others actually understand for you all to grab what these concepts are only. I've given this. Okay. Next one, providing quality resources for various, no, sorry, ensuring quality of equipment purchased for the school. You're ensuring that the school had purchased quality equipments for the, purchase quality equipment. What is that? Okay, no, monitor is someone who collect information. No. So we can't take that. You will go and you're going to purchase, okay? You're going to purchase some equipment. So before you purchase, you will negotiate with people and you will come to an agreement and then only know you will purchase. You'll say this is a good quality, okay, then I'll give money. If that is not much of a good quality, you'll say here quality is not that good. Why are you asking this so much of money? So let's negotiate. Okay. Next one. Providing quality resources for various grades. You're giving resources for various grades. What is this? Okay, quality resource, all right. But you're providing resources. What is that? Who allocates resources for different grades? Resource allocator. Which role? Now, இதெல்லாம் வேறு வேறு ஆட்கள் இல்ல. Overall done different roles. Okay, maybe 2, 3 people, different roles, but each and everyone is not different. Okay, roles are different. Resource allocated. Okay, right. Next one. Recognizing teachers who have taken fewer leaves. You're recognizing these people, like kind of you're motivating them, kind of like that. So they have taken few leaves, so you're recognizing them. What is that? You're appreciating. So that's why you're recognizing. So that is leader, right? Lead only will do those kind of things. Leader. Okay. And the next one, leading discussions in school quality circle. You're discussing in the quality circle means that's something internal. For now, remember, next lesson you will study what is quality circle. For now, remember that's something internal. You're discussing, you're leading some discussions in your school quality circle. What role is that? Earlier one, leader, that's correct. But grade 8th one goes more with monitor, right? Kind of like talking, taking info from good quality. 8th one, ensuring the quality of okay. Now you're talking about ensuring quality, taking and ensuring quality. You're collecting information. Now they didn't mention for the quality. They didn't mention anything specific like he's collecting information. He's ensuring, yes. But collecting information means, let's say he's collecting information about that in the market, specific to those kind of resources. So that is collecting information. Now here you are ensuring quality means it's not about collecting information. It's about negotiating with them to ensure that they give good quality. Okay. Not the leader. When you discuss something, you're providing some information, you're discussing about something to your internal parties, that is what? Disseminator. Disseminator, right? That is disseminator. Is that clear? Uh, or maybe this is also arguable. We can say monitor also. When you're leading discussions with your quality circle, you're collecting information from your internal parties. Now, monitor collects information from the internal as well as external parties. So, no issues with that. Whether he collects from the internal or external, he's collecting information. Okay. So, therefore, we can take it as a monitor, which is he's leading discussions in the quality circle, that is to collect information. Okay. Right. Next one. Responding to calls and emails. You are responding to the calls and emails. Who will call you and who will email you actually in your business? Who will call you? Who will email you? Is it something external? Who will send those? Yeah, parents, teachers. Yeah. So that is when you're responding to the calls and emails, you're communicating with the internal parties and giving them information, right? So that is disseminate, right? That is disseminate. That's correct. Good. Not liaison. Liaison is maintaining good relationship with your students and teachers. That is liaison. Okay, right. Addressing students' disciplinary issues to resolve conflicts. Disciplinary issues to resolve the conflicts. Conflicts resolving and all done by who? Disturbance handler, right? Resolving a problem is done by disturbance handler. You can get a confusion whether it's negotiator. Disciplinary action issues to resolve conflicts. Negotiator means, like, for example, like, let's say they're deciding the parents' meeting. So both of the parties can negotiate with each other that we'll keep the parents' meeting this time and not this time. That's negotiator. This is not negotiator. Okay. This is disturbance handler where they're resolving a conflict. Okay. And next one, getting suggestions approved from school development society meeting. You're getting suggestions which are approved from the school development society meeting. What is this? You're getting suggestions. When you're just suggesting things, you will negotiate, no? When you are doing some suggestions, negotiations should happen. Now you ask them to suggest, you have something in your mind, but you are asking them to suggest something. So that's negotiating. You have something in your mind and you're asking your teachers and everyone to suggest something. So that is negotiating. You have to negotiate after that. When you ask them to suggest, you have to negotiate. You get it? Negotiate. Allocating financial resources. Allocating resources is always resource allocator. Okay? It's always resource allocator. So I will say resource allocator. Next one, organizing development programs for teachers. You are organizing some development programs to your teachers. You're the principal, right? So what is that? Development programs. Yes, look at the uh, things, introducing new projects and stuff that is done by entrepreneur. Organizing some programs and all done by the entrepreneur. No, you when you appreciate them, it is leader. When you recognize them, it's a leader. When you motivate them, leader. Okay, so this is entrepreneur. Next one, publishing annual plan for the school. You are publishing the annual plan for the school. To whom will you publish the school annual plan? Actually, to the society. You have to tell the other people. Then only they'll come and join. So when you publish, give information to the external parties, it is the spokesperson role, no? Got it? And attending principal meeting at the zonal educational office. There's a principal meeting happening for all the principals in the zonal educational office, and you are attending for that. Okay, what is that? Liaison means it's all about you are maintaining good relationship with all the people in your business, a solid relationship, and you're coordinating between them. Okay, as here this one. You're maintaining, manager should maintain solid relationship with coordination with all internal and external parties to achieve goals and objectives. And he should coordinate also. So here, when this principal is attending some principal meeting at the zonal educational office, it is he's doing the work of a liaison. He's going and trying to get good, maintaining good relationship with these external parties, and not only that, there will be different other principals coming, right? So that is a liaison role. And next one, organizing color night award ceremonies for student. Color night award ceremonies. Okay, you're just pointing out some students and their achievements and you're avoiding them. So when you're awarding them, sorry, when you organize color night award ceremonies for students, here you're acting as a leader so that they gets motivated. No, you understand. And the welcoming guest as at a prize giving ceremony. Okay, welcoming the guest. Which role? Welcoming the guest is which role? Figurehead. That's correct. Figurehead is the role. Okay, figurehead. So I will take it. That's it, right? That's it about this. It's correct. Okay, shall we go to the next one? Categorization of managers. You all need a break? We had a break. Can you? You all were doing work and I was having the break. I can remember. Mm, Okay, 5 minute break. All right. So now 42, no? I give you 8 minute break. 11, sorry, 5, sorry, 3:50. Okay, get back. Okay, let's start now. Categorizing the managers. Okay. Okay, so categorization of managers. Now we can categorize business based on different bases, right? Yeah. Likewise, we can categorize managers also in different bases. Now you can categorize business based on scale. You can categorize business. Give me one. Okay, categorization of managers. We can categorize managers based on different bases. Okay, you can categorize based on the authority. Authority means, always remember, authority means the right to make decision. The right to make decisions. Okay, so based on authority, you have different three types of managers. This is the basic one we will study: top level, middle level, and lower level. And based on specialization, based on what they are special about. Now there are managers who are special, they're specialized in finance, and there are managers who are specialized in marketing. Some are human resource. So based on their specialization, you can categorize managers. And based on the task that they do, the nature of task. Now some managers do main task, some managers do sub task, supporting task, right? So based on that also you can classify the managers. So there are three different bases to classify the managers. So first we are going to study how we are going to categorize managers based on authority. Okay, so when it comes to based on authority, you have three different types of managers: top level, middle level, and lower level, right? Top level, middle level, and lower level. So I have taken four criteria to classify authority and responsibility, function, skill, and I have given example. Okay, so based on this only, we will classify the managers. Okay, based on this only we are going to find out about each and every manager. So when it comes to authority and responsibility, I already told you authority and responsibility are two things which come together. Last class I mentioned you that, no? So if you want to have high authority, you have to you should be willing to take high level of responsibility. And if you have high level of responsibility, definitely you will get a high level of authority as well, right? So now each and every manager type, each and every manager type, you have different authority. Now top level will have a different level of authority, middle level will have a different level of authority, and lower level will have a different level of authority. Okay, so we will see how that is going to differ. Okay, and how that is going to differ. You can do all this. Good. Bye. Give him also to do. All right. Okay. So when it comes to top level, they have the highest level of authority. Okay. That means the right to make decision is very high for them. Highest level of authority and also highest level of responsibility. Because I told you the more authorities increase, the more responsibility also will increase. And then you have middle level. They have the moderate level of authority and then responsibility. Lower level, we call them as a first line managers sometimes. They have the lowest level of authority as well as the responsibility. And when it comes to the responsibility, top level managers are responsible for the entire business. Full business is responsible. Middle level managers are responsible only for the given department. Now, for example, only for finance department, only for human resource department, only for marketing department, something like that. And lower level managers is given they are responsible only for the work that they are assigned. Only for the assigned work. அவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்த வேலை மட்டும் தான் அவங்க responsible. If I tell you are responsible for sales, you're only responsible for sales. So you're a low level manager who's responsible only for sales. Got it? Okay. So if you all don't get it, let me know. Okay. So top level is responsible for the whole business. No matter what, everything they are responsible. Middle only for a given department. Lower level only for a given work. Okay. And when this is highly tested. And when it comes to functions, guys, you know, in your exam, this is what they will ask you to do. They'll ask you to categorize and differentiate. So in the table, you get marks. So usually in TUTS, they give this as a note. I gave it as a answer formatting table itself, which has all what you need to know. Okay. So function. What does a top level manager do? Top level managers only will establish goals and objectives and strategies. We studied last class. They are the one who will decide what are the goals, what are the objectives, and what are the strategies you're going to follow them, follow to achieve them. Okay, and they will make a decision. The next function is they can make a decision. Every manager can make decisions, right? These people will make decision, and whatever the decision that they make will affect the whole business, not only just one section. It will affect the whole business. So that's the two functions of a top level manager. They will establish goals and objectives and strategies, and also they make overall decision affecting the whole business. And when it comes to the middle level managers, now the one who establishes the top level, establish the goal, objective and strategies is the top level. The one who implement it, the one who implement it is the middle level manager. The one who establish it is the top level. The one who implement it is the middle level. Okay, and they will implement whatever the goals, objectives and strategies which are set by the top level. Whatever the top level has set, whatever the goals and objectives set by the top level, they are the one who will establish it. Okay, implement it, sorry. And then finally, they have another work to do. So you see middle level managers are in the middle here. You see this one. Right, I'll show you. I'll show you picture levels of management. Okay. This is the middle level. Can you see? So this middle level is in the middle. So they have to coordinate between the top and the lower. Like your mother. Mother has, you will tell your mother, tell to Dada, will you? We have to go somewhere. Dada, mother only will go and tell to Dada here. Shall we go somewhere? People, so the kids are asking like this. So they will coordinate between the top level and the middle level, lower level, right? So middle levels another function is they coordinate between the top and the lower level. First thing is they implement whatever the goals, objectives, and strategies set by the top level. They will implement it. அதை செய்வாங்க. அதை செட் பண்றது டாப் லெவல். அதை அவங்க செட் பண்ணதை செய்யறது வந்து மிடில் லெவல். அது அவங்களோட மெயின் ஃபங்க்ஷன். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஃபங்க்ஷன் இஸ் தே கோஆர்டினேட். டாப் லெவல்கிட்ட இந்த டிசிஷன் எடுத்து லோவர் லெவலுக்கு சொல்லுவாங்க. லோவர் லெவல்கிட்ட இந்த ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் எடுத்து டாப் லெவலுக்கு சொல்லுவாங்க. சம்திங் லைக் தட். ஸோ தே கோஆர்டினேட் between the two levels, low, top, and the lower. If you don't understand, you have to ask. Okay. Next one, implement this. Now the lower level. First level என்ன செய்வாங்க? First line managers or the lower level இவங்க என்ன செய்வாங்கன்னா, now these people, now see, I am telling to, let's say, one of you that prepare short notes. Okay, I told that's all. I only told prepare short notes because short notes are important. Okay, and you all only have to prepare that. Yours is prepare short notes. I told you that. Prepare short notes. And I'll tell you the objective is short notes should be unit wise. These are my objective. Unit wise short notes. And it should be having some pictures in it. So this is just a simple example, right? And it should have some glossary at the end. Whatever the new words that you use, it should have a glossary at the end or a vocabulary at the end so that they can refer to that. So those are the objectives that are set to prepare for the short notes. And I'll give one of you, let's say you're the monitor, I gave it to you. Okay, so you will implement it. What you will do? Okay, preparation of short note is the goal given by the top level. How I'm going to prepare? Okay, unit wise I have to prepare pictures. I have to include vocabulary. Okay, what am I going to do? First of all, to prepare the short notes, I'm going to use the document. Okay, and each and every the unit wise short note stuff will be included in the document, and the pictures also will be included. And the way I'm going to include picture is color pictures. I'm going to include color pictures, and one page I am going to include only 2-3 pictures. Okay, you're setting these things, and you can't do everything. No? What you will do is you will give the other students, you're the monitor, you will say here preparation of short notes is this our goal, and I have given you a plan on how to prepare the short note. You follow it. You only should follow it. So whatever the goals and objectives I set, you will only do. So you set will be done by your colleagues. You're the monitor. Whatever I set, you're doing. But you're implementing it. Whatever you set will be done by the other students, right? Actually, the one who is doing the work is the lower level. They are the one who is doing the work. I just established. You implemented it. You prepared a plan and a way to do it, and you gave, let's say, a template. அதெல்லாம் நீங்க கொடுத்தீங்க. Template எல்லாம் செஞ்சு கொடுத்துட்டீங்க. இத மாதிரி தான் செய்யணும். இத மாதிரி தான் செய்யணும். Plan and everything is there. And the lower level is the one. Your colleagues are the one who will do that. So they are the lower level managers. Okay, so that is what is happening here. Whatever the decisions the middle level gives will be implemented by the lower level. Okay, right. Now, so but what else they do? Now, for the lower level, கீழே இன்னொரு level right? So that is using not showing the diagrams. I told you last class, right? I was drawing and showing you. These things which are shown by the arrow is basically the main ones, and below that can you see non-managerial employees. They don't fall under the managing category, but they are non-managerial employees. So as first line manager, first line the lower level, right? So they will monitor the non-managerial employees, right? As first line manager, you will monitor the non-managerial employees. Got it? So these are the words of the first level managers, first line managers, lower level managers. Okay, are you all okay with authority, responsibility, and then the functions? Are you all okay with those? Clear, no? Easy, no, children? Tell me, isn't this lesson very easy? Isn't this lesson interesting and easy? And for teaching also, it's very easy for me. Very interesting kind of. And this is highly tested. Okay, what do you all think about this? Do you think it's easy? Are you all getting confused? Very interesting and seems simple. Exactly, exactly. This chapter is like that. What about others? Anyone who feels like teacher, no, no, wait, I am actually you're hurrying. Something like that. Let me know. I feel like let's not spend too much in here. Why? Because simple, no, that's with that intention I'm going. Because I assume you all understand. If you all do not understand, you should let me know, right? Because if I see your face itself, I can guess, but faces are not visible here for me. That's why. Easy to understand. Exactly. இது வந்து லெசன் ஈஸி இப்படி மாதிரி இப்ப இந்த டியூட்டிக்கு தான் இந்த டியூட்டே ஒரு ஷார்ட் நோட் மாதிரி தான் நான் செஞ்சுக்கிறேன் the tute the way I designed the tute is also like that எல்லாம் வந்து பாருங்க இந்த இது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய நோட் ஓகே இஃப் யூ டேக் அதர் டியூட்ஸ் இது ஒரு ஒன் பேஜுக்கு வரும் இந்த டேபிளே ஒரு ஒன் பேஜ் வரும் எனக்கு தெரியும் மத்தவங்க அப்படின்னு பட் மை டியூட் வாஸ் லைக் தட் திஸ் யூ டேபிள் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ஒன் பேஜ் and I can't differentiate also easily I can now table draw பண்ணினேன் manually I drew அதே டேபிள் தான் உங்களுக்கு தந்தேன் so you can see all the relevant notes are there below the each level but then all the required information is categorized also இப்ப நான் உங்களை differentiate பண்ணாலும் இதே டேபிள் அப்படியே எழுதிடும் if I ask you to explain also you can write whatever is here directly if I ask you some questions you can quickly note down okay am I asking about accountability or responsibility am I asking the functions if I ask what are the functions you know what are the functions if I ask what is the authority you know what's the authority and if I ask for what are they responsible for you know that also so this is the way I have designed the entire tute okay the entire tute is maximum like this and your unit 2 tute is also somewhat like that unit 3 is basically very interesting than these tutes it's purple color and different lot மார்க்கெட்டிங் சாப்டர் வந்து ஈஸி ஓகே அது சில பேருக்கு பிடிக்கும் ஆனா அந்த சாப்டர் வந்து அந்த டியூட்டை பார்த்துட்டு சில பேர் வெறுத்துருவாங்க பிகாஸ் திஸ் லாட் அண்ட் சில விஷயம் விளங்காது பட் இஃப் ஐ டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் அண்ட் ஷோ யூ வில் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஸோ மெயினா வந்து தீஸ் 4 டியூட்ஸ் தியானம் தீஸ் 3 டியூட்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 3 டியூட்ஸ் வந்து மோஸ்ட் ப்ரிசைஸ்லி ஐ மேட் இட் லைக் வெரி மச் clearly and as much as possible எவ்வளவு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா கேளுமோ அவ்வளவு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் பிகாஸ் those are the first 3 management lessons and those are management lessons which you can target for the part 2 and you can get marks also okay so like this okay so these are the functions okay skills now each and everyone should possess a different skill okay ஒரு ஆளுக்கு இப்ப let's say as a teacher I should have a different skill no? My skill should be a good perfect teaching skill perfect conceptual skills I should have and I should have clear understanding on what I'm teaching I should have a skill on that even if you ask a doubt I should be able to tackle that and think பண்ணக்கூடாது I should know okay what are you asking and to understand that I should give answer I should answer the same thing in different perspectives according to you so I should have a skill like that and you as a student what should you have a skill what skill should you have teacher எப்படி எல்லாம் கேள்வி கேக்குறேன் how should I ask okay how should I understand okay do I understand this if I don't understand that how can I ask that question from a teacher how can I clarify that doubt so your skill should be different good understanding skill should be there for you right and a good questioning skill should be there you should question me okay if my notes are not clear you should ask teacher do you think this connects like this you all have done that earlier you all have said that when I was teaching a different lesson you said teacher this lesson connects to this lesson no see this one connects to that one no this one connects to this part of the lesson you do that actually that's why I'm very happy teaching you all I always say you all are very I would say you all are like my I always say you all are like my chittukuruvis like little sparrows like that you all are always active mashallah you all always like that you all always question me and not much questions but good work you all do a lot of work question எல்லாம் குறவு ஆனா வேலை நிறைய செய்வீங்க and your knowledge is very high compared to the previous batches one is higher than their previous one your one is the highest for now. 2027 easy grabbing. அவங்க வந்து quick அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ண ஓல மாதிரி தான் அவங்களும். They will quickly understand. நான் வந்து அவங்க என்கிட்ட டவுட்னு இவ்வளவு நாளைக்கு ஒரு 2 டவுட் தான் கேட்டிப்பாங்க எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து. எவ்ரி ஒன் டுகெதர் 2 டவுட்ஸ் ஒன்லி. ஐ டோன்ட் நோ, எனக்கு இந்த டவுட் ஒன்று எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணது நினைவே இல்லை. ஸோ தே அட் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கோ விளங்கிடும். உங்களுக்கும் அப்படித்தான். யூ ஆல்சோ லைக் தட். நான் ஒரு லெசன்ல நீங்க எல்லாரும் ஒரு ஆள் ஒரு 2 டவுட்டும் கேட்பீங்களான்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். ஒரு டவுட் தான் மேக்ஸிமம். சம் ஆஃப் யூ ஆல் டோன்ட் ஈவன் ஆஸ்க். சம்டைம்ஸ் சிலது விளங்காது, கனெக்ஷன் ப்ராப்ளம், அதுல தான் யூ ஆல் வில் ஆஸ்க். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஐ ஆல்வேஸ் டெல், ஐ ஆல்வேஸ் லவ் டீச்சிங் யூ ஆல், right? Nothing demotivates me when it comes to y'all because y'all are active, right? Likewise, you should have a skill like that. And a monitor, let's say you're my monitor, you should have that kind of a teacher. இப்படி சொன்னாங்க மத்தவங்க கேட்டா நான் இப்படி சொல்லணும். Teacher said like this, I have to explain my colleagues if they ask. And you should also have some skills, okay? Now for example, you monitor டைம்ல எப்படி क्वेश्चन கேக்குறது அந்த மாதிரி. இப்ப மானிட்டர் தான் மிடில் லெவல், ரைட்? லோவர் லெவல் வந்து மத்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். அப்ப அவங்களுக்கும் ஈக்கணும் இந்த மாதிரி மானிட்டர் எப்படி எக்ஸஸ் பண்றேன் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். How can I access things from the monitor? So that is a different skill. And நீங்க மானிட்டர் வந்து இப்ப அந்த ஷார்ட் நோட்ஸ் யாருக்கு கொடுத்தீங்க? உங்களோட சின்ன பிள்ளைல காலீக்ஸ்க்கு, ரைட்? So they should be able to do the short note. அது செய்யறதுக்கான knowledge அவங்களுக்கு ஈக்கணும். They should have the knowledge to do that work. So different skills are required for different levels. அதுக்குன்னு சொல்லி அந்த skill மட்டும் இல்ல. Now as a teacher, I should have all the skills. I should have the skill to give you the work. I should have the skill to give also the answer scheme, no? Question paper மட்டும் இல்ல, answer paperம் தரமா இருக்கணும். I ask you to make short note, but I should have the ability to make short notes also. Right? I should have the ability to plan to make a short note also. I should have to process everything. But I should possess a skill. There's a particular skill that I should have more than you. Right? ஒரு skill இருக்கும், அது வந்து எனக்கு கூடுதலாக எனக்கு அது இருக்கணும். For you, there's another skill. You should also have all the skills. But for you, the skill, another different skill is there. You should have that skill more than other skills. Right? Likewise, these managers also have different skills. Top level managers, they should have more conceptual skills. I'll tell you what is conceptual skill. And as a middle level, you should have more human relation. ஏன்னா இப்ப நடுவுல இது கூட வேலை பாக்குறது தானே. அப்ப முன்னுக்கொள்ளவங்களோடையும் பேசணும், பின்னுக்கொள்ளவங்களோடையும் பேசணும். So you should have human relation skill. Okay? And the last one should have technical skills. Technical is the வேலையை செய்யறதுக்கான skill to do that work. The skill needed to do that work. Conceptual means the skill needed to plan things, to make strategic decision. That is conceptual skill. Human relation means how to coordinate between the two parties. Mainly you need that, right? And technical means the skill to do that work. But it doesn't mean middle level no need conceptual. They should also have it, but they need more human relation skill. As a top level, I should also need human relation skill. I should also need technical skill, but I also should have those, but I should have more conceptual skills. Got it? So I'll tell you what these skills are. The notes are given below. We didn't get much doubts because your teaching is like that, madam. Clear everything. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah for that. Every day you'll send me a message that will make my day as well. Yeah. Yeah, but still, நான் எவ்வளவு படிச்சுட்டு வந்தாலும் அதை கிராப் பண்ற நாலேஜ் உங்களுக்கு இல்லாட்டி நான் எவ்வளவு கிளியரா இன்னும் வேலை. You all should have the ability to grab that knowledge. No, I'm not starting planning today. If I start planning today, you all will vomit. It will be too much. Actually, I forgot that we have a manager's part. So that's why I mentioned planning in this one. Got it? Okay, sorry about it, guys. I had a connection issue. Oh, sorry, my laptop got off. Okay, right? So that's about it. Now, example. I'll teach you the example first. Board of directors, CEO, and the top level positions. Top level, basically, right? And the CEO, director, president, chairman, managing director, whatever the chairman, everyone top level. Middle level, all kind of specialized on the one who is responsible for each and every department of a business. Finance manager. You understand? So think about this now. CEO is responsible for the whole business, or he's a top level. So finance manager is responsible only for finance department. HR only for HR department. Operations manager only for operations. Marketing only for marketing. So if they are responsible for specific departments, then middle level. Lower level means they are responsible for a specific work. No. So sales manager, chief clerk, supervisor, foreman, office manager. Now these are once they are responsible only for the specific work, so they're lower level. So and the responsibility of which example remember the example based on the responsibility. If they're responsible for the whole business, CEO, director, right? If they're responsible for the only one section, department, then finance manager, whatever the type of managers, you all know that. When they easy, right? To remember those managers, just remember the functions and you know who are the managers for that particular function. And then work, if they are only assigned for a specific work and responsible for that, then they are lower level. Sales manager, chief clerk, okay, supervisors, foreman, office manager, like that. Okay. All right. Now, based on the nature. Now, okay, see, based on specialization, we already know, no children, these kind of things are necessarily we will study. Now, you know the functions of it and you know they're responsible for that. You know what those functions are. And marketing manager, people study under marketing management, finance manager under finance management, HR manager under HR management, operations manager under operations management, R&D manager also under R and operations management. IT manager, you will understand, get the understanding in these chapters. IT manager under the information systems, that kind of thing. And purchasing manager also under the operations management, you will study. Okay. So, specifica, we don't study that in the lesson. We study specifically only these two categorization, which is based on authority and based on the nature of their task. So, line or star. Okay. Now, we see based on nature of the task, now, say the way you divide them. So we have line manager. Line manager participates in the main activities of the business. They participate in the main chain. Is mean the chain lavara main activity. The business so those kind of main activities, if there are managers, if they participate in those, they are line managers. Like purchasing are the main activity for a business. Production or a main activity. Marketing main. Finance main. Now these are line managers, not finance, sorry, marketing. These are main managers. இதெல்லாம் கட்டாயம் ஷுவரா செய்ய வேண்டிய வேலை. Staff managers, these managers provide support to the line manager. Finance manager support all the purchasing manager, production manager, marketing. Now, for example, mainly finance manager will provide support to the purchasing managers. Yeah, for 5-10 minutes. Okay. So finance manager will support the purchasing manager to purchase. If you want to purchase something, you first of all you will tell the finance manager, here see, finance manager, monthly we purchase this amount of stock. You allocate this amount of money to my purchasing department, okay? Because I will need this. So finance manager will only assess the purchasing manager. When it comes to production manager, our HR manager the help will. Now, production manager will say, HR manager, here see, I need this amount of people, okay? So, allocate this amount of people to produce this item in my department. So, HR manager will allocate that amount of people to that department. And even if production manager will say, எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு supervisor வேணும். So, HR manager will assign a supervisor for the production department. So, these people provide supporting activities to the line manager. Line manager support பண்றவங்க தான் even now, if you take the finance manager, he will not support marketing manager. Marketing can give a finance manager, allocate this much. So he will give. Okay. So he will support the marketing manager. So line managers, in the sense, they participate in the main chain activities. Staff managers will participate in the supporting activities. That's the difference. Okay. Right. Don't worry. I will end the class right in a while. Just 10 minutes. Right. and you're done with the lesson after that. Oh, these kind of things, right? What shall we do? Guys, shall we take the skills to next class? I remember I completed manager's part last. Last batch I complete panala. I also took it. Okay, we will complete manager's part and the planning we will start and do more than half, right? More than half, and then that's how we will do. Okay, because I feel like I'm rushing. Am I rushing? Shall we go through? Can you stay a 15 minute or something? இப்ப இது பார்க்க பெருசாய் ஆனா முடிஞ்சிரும் சுருக்க. Can you all stay? A 10 minute? Do you all have that energy? Actually, class should be till 5, ne? 5 மட்டும் class வைக்கத்தான் plan, right? But anyways, stay for 10 minutes, right? I'll finish off. So, indeed, a target finished. Manager's target is over after that. Okay, let's come to this part. Now, based on nature also done with the categorization is over. Okay, categorization, 3 categorization, the 2 categorization we directly studied in this chapter. Others, indirectly, you will study in each and every chapter. So, no need to worry about the second categorization, which is based on specialization. Okay, now, main requirement. Or manager தேவையான 3 விஷயம். You need, note this down. Okay, you can get in short answer question. Okay, who knows? Now, comment about the 2025 paper. Paper, I don't know the question because part 1 paper kedikadu. It will be given to the examiner, so we won't get the part 1 paper. But the comments I got was, paper was not hard, it was shape. Okay, some easy direct questions were there in the part 1, and I didn't get a specific comment about the filling the blanks. I have to ask them. I'm not disturbing them as they are having the part 2 paper on Monday. Right, I will ask them once after they are done with that. Right, if not, they'll collapse the part 2 also. No? If I keep on questioning, Allah, you did that. If I say something like that, they'll get demotivated. So that's why I'm just waiting. If they say, I'm listening. Right, so they said it's easy. Part 1 is not bad. Shape. I know they'll take good results. By their reply, I understand, but still they can't be so much confident and say, what if they say, teacher, I can take A and they get B? Because of that, they're not telling anything. They're like, teacher, the paper is good. There are direct questions. There are tricky, 2-3 tricky questions. Okay, and not bad. Paper is not bad, but we are told that the part 2 will be practical. Like how I give you all the unit exams, and அந்த மாதிரி வரும்ன்ற மாதிரி ஒரு prediction only they're telling. That is based on the news that they got in the exam hall. Okay, so we don't know. Anyways, so yeah, paper is not that difficult, it seems. ஏன் தெரியுமா difficult இல்ல, இந்த வருஷம் பேப்பர் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா தான் வந்திருக்கும். ஆனா அவங்களுக்கு ஏன் தெரியுமா அது difficult இல்ல, எனக்கு தெரியும். Because வந்து this year they're taking very good scope of questioning. Okay, I know that, I can sense it as a teacher. அவங்க பழைய மாதிரியே டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லல. They will test very differently this year. But you know why they found it shape and easy and direct question? And my theory படிச்சாங்க. That much they studied the theory very well and did questions, papers தனியா வந்து நிறைய செஞ்சாங்க. Apart from what I give, they did lot of question whatever they see. They did it for them. Like certain lessons are like, ஐயோ teacher எரிச்சல் அவ்வளோ படிச்சாச்சு. That much. Okay, so that is same thing I'm telling you all. Be like that. Okay, do lot of question by your side. உங்களோட சைடுல இருந்து நிறைய questions டவுட்டா, yeah, you all talk to each other, right? Groupல வந்து நீங்க மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க. டவுட்டா இன்னொருத்தருக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க. Be friends. My 2025 batch, they are friends with everyone. 2024, my group, everyone is their friends now. அது நல்லாவே friends now, 2024. Very much like from the beginning, they are friends. No need to think boy, girl. Yeah, I understand. You have to maintain the restriction, but education, while in the group, you can commonly message because I'm there, right? If you ask someone ask it out, okay, reply. If a girl asks it out, if you're a boy, that's okay, reply. Only reply in the group. I'm there. No, don't worry about that, right? And that's only related to education. So no issues. I'm not opposing that one, right? In Islam, that's allowed, right? But don't go and personally message, right? Just message in group. Have gender divisions. Don't surpass that one. In the group, when I am there, doubts, you can message. Okay? And apart from that, don't worry about anything else. Okay? ஓகே, அப்படி டவுட் கேளுங்க, ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுங்க, அந்த மாதிரி செய்யுங்க. நீங்க ஒரு பிளான் போடுங்க. இல்ல group studies பண்ணுங்க அந்த மாதிரி செய்யுங்க. Do something. Okay, right. All right. So as a manager, the three requirements are there: knowledge, skills, and positive attitudes are there. Okay. So knowledge, or what knowledge should you have? Knowledge on what to do and how to do. என்ன செய்யணும், எப்படி செய்யணும்ன்ற knowledge இருக்கணும். That's one of the requirement. Knowledge on what to do and how to do. Skills means what? Skills, general skills econom, special skills econom. So general skills you already studied in the categorization, but conceptual, technical, human skills are the below also it will come. Okay, so conceptual, technical, human skills are general skills, and there are special skills. It is specific for certain people. Now or manager common general skills should be there. Everyone should have the general skill. Special skills, now some managers know many languages, skill on language. Their English is perfect, and they know German, they know Arabic, they know Sinhala very well, Tamil, yeah, they know different languages. They know even Chinese, some people, right? So that is a special skill on language and skill on job. சில பேருக்கு சில வேலையை skillful-ஆ செய்ய தெரியும். There's a long route, but this person know how to do it in a short route. So skills on job, skills on cooperation, cooperate பண்றதுல skills இருக்கும். Not everyone will have cooperation skills. Some people will fight, no. நீங்க இன்னைக்கு இது செய்றீங்களா, நான் அதை செய்வா. No, I will do my work only. They don't cooperate. எனக்கு இவ்வளவு தான் செய்யல, இதுக்கு மேல செய்ய. The cooperation is also a skill. Not everyone will have that. Skills on investigation. என்ன சரி ஒன்று நடந்தா சில பேர் nicely they'll investigate and bring you news. You tell you basically my friends, if they feel like they like someone, they tell it to one of my friends. She's a very good investigator. Okay, she will investigate. She just says the name and some school detail or whatever. She nicely investigates and bring everything, even the family tree. Okay, who is their family. So I came across a very funny situation where one of my friends, okay, she liked the guy. That guy is very handsome, right? So she liked it, and she told this person, I like this guy. She's also pretty, right? So what my other friend did, okay, wait, I'll not to do any haram, but to approach in a proper way, right? Do it in a proper way, right? My friends haram senja enikku solla maatanga. Adhan me, I don't know whether they're doing or not. They don't tell. Even my best friend don't come and say. If she says she won't do it, I won't let her do it. That's the thing, right? There are things that they say and then I don't let them do. I tell them do like this in a proper way, then fine. If not, I don't allow them to do any other thing. If they are doing, they're doing without knowing, but telling to me, okay? Even if she's my best friend, right? Because I'll cut the friendship. Cuts the friendship in the sense, so that's because of that. Okay. Because I'll make a gap. I want the tapa say I won't talk to them properly unless they stop that scene. Okay, so they know that, right? So after that, I'll talk to them normally once they are back, right? Okay, so this is the thing. So what she did, investigation. Anna, investigate everything. She told Casey that guy's father has 2 wives. Okay. Their family tree is going like nothing. Okay, two branches are there. Okay, and this guy is the first wife's first wife's son. Okay, and this guy's mother has 2 other husbands, and it is going that way. Okay, so this kind of family won't suit you. Your family is decent, no? And so it with marriage, second marriage is not bad, but the thing is they are not good. That family is not good. Okay, 2 other people are going, and this father has 2 other one other wife, and he has 4 other sons, and one of the son looks exactly like him, and you will get confusion. So don't just leave it. So she exactly came across all the investigation. I was like, wow, yeah. So there are investigation skills. People know how to investigate. Okay, yeah, wallahi, that was a true story, right? So she was like, really, and then she gave up. So it's, I'll let you know after that, you like someone for their appearance, and finally everything will mess up, right? Yeah. So skills on investigation and then skills on present. Ippa marketla enna nadakudhu. So in IT and all, if you want to become a professor, mainly, you should know what's happening in the industry. Teach பண்றவங்களுக்கு IT professor degree teach பண்றவங்க, right? So they should know what's happening in the industry, right? What's the present thing happening, the common trend. The trend alla enna. They should have a skill on present. If not, they can't teach. They can't become a professor. Industry experience illati IT professor avela. Professor means not the A-level lecturer, degree lecturer, right? He's a professor, right? Okay. Next one, positive attitude. Attitude, positive icon. Regarding the work, oh, I can do this work. Positive attitude. Oh, this much of big work. How am I going to do? No. Don't know that kind of attitude should not be there for a manager. And positive attitude on people. Anna, பார்க்கறவங்க எல்லாரையும் சந்தேகமா பார்க்க கூடாது. You should look at the good things. Now, if you see some movies, I've seen good movies where the person appoints another person, but that person don't know English. But he understood, he know things, but he doesn't know English. So he'll ask, I'll give you 1 month, learn English. Learn English. Or maybe I'll give you 6 months, go to a class, improve your English and come back. Because he has thing. He has many good things. Only English is not good. So other develop panna, he's a capable person. He's the best person. So you have to have positive attitude on people. You can't say, ayyo, English we can't say like that. No. Some people know Max very well, but they don't know English. Right? Something like that. Positive attitude on the environment. Environment, internal, external environment, you should have positive attitude. And about yourself. எனக்கு செய்யலா, எனக்கு கஷ்டம் தான். No, I can do it. No matter what, I will do it. There's a student of mine in 2025, I have to say that she is having a very stressful situation. Mashallah for her resilience. அவ ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ல இருக்கிற எனக்கு தெரியும். She used to share with me. Right? But she studies. எக்ஸாம் மைண்ட் செட் தான். அவ்வளவு பிரச்சனை போகும். அவ சுத்தி வர அவ்வளவு பிரச்சனை. ஆனா எக்ஸாம் டைம்ல காம இப்ப படிப்பா, அவட வேலை படிப்பா, எல்லாம் செய்வா. அந்த பிரச்சனையை அவளுக்கு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்க மாட்டா. She will like, teacher, whatever it is, I will study and get out of this situation. I will change things. So that is positive attitude on yourself. Teacher, எனக்கு எல்லாம் இன்னொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மீக்குது, எனக்கு எல்லாம் இப்படி நடக்கு டீச்சர், எனக்கு என்ன செய்ய always she's having negative attitude. So I'll change that. You should think like that. And mashallah, she's good. She was in W level and I hope she will take C. Okay, because she didn't know anything before 2 months. But after that, done, right? You should have positive attitude on yourself if you want to become a manager. Okay, so those kind of things are there. And now skills of manager. Okay, guys, skills of manager is easy. I do. Shall I do? I'll do. Okay, shall we? Is your brain overloaded or something? Tell me. I can do. Can you all study? Is the brain overloaded? Because this is another important part, but there's nothing much. I already explained you this earlier. Only few things. Be honest. Be honest. You all have time. Don't worry. 80% loaded. If whoever wants to discontinue, raise your hands. I won't blame you all. I know today we studied a lot and you all have time. We can do something. We'll do it in the next class, madam. Okay, I understand. Others? We'll do it in the next class. I'm getting messages from you all. Okay. Okay, it's okay. I'm not going to blame you all. I'm not going to scold you all. You all are studying well. And guys, trackly irundrunga. You have only 9 months. Unlike your seniors, you all don't have much time. Okay. So be on track. Grade 13 a perfect track la vaanga. Grade 12, you just study extra on the other times. Reduce the social media usage, reduce sleep, not unnecessary reduction. The unnecessary sleep reduce, right? Reduce those kind of things. Be on track. Attend classes, recordings mattum vekkavanam. Don't load recordings. Attend the classes from today. And ikira recording konjama daily half an hour sari paathu finish pannu. Daily oh 1 day utto half an hour 9 months lo finish aidum tani. So do like that. Okay. Right. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for participating. Take care. Bye. Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Riba, barakallah. Walaikum salam. Zulaiha, have a nice day. And Amna, take care. You're welcome. Bye. Walaikum salam.